Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Longhorns will get us started with the opening kickoff. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. A first down for the offense. He wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Bargava. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Payne. Coming after it. Working that left side now. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
From the gun, running back on the move. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
And the Wolverines will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. shaking the rafters of this place, trying to help their defense as they've got them pinned deep. Give to the running back. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pushed his way ahead, really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Gets it out fast. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
He finds his man. He's brought down solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And I love working the slot receiver. You see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
I think the wide receiver needs to do a better job making it look like he's going deep. He never got the cornerback that time to turn his hips, and because of it, he couldn't separate, and the ball got swatted away incomplete.
Now on the move. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on fourth down. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. They're throwing for it on fourth down. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. And the Longhorns are rolling down the field. Pulls it and fires to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
He makes a grab. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Slams ahead. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
To make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter.
Okay, ready?
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Back to pass, it's Payne. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit them with a big run, now they hit them with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Garrison. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both
got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. What a catch and run for 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. USC is on the wrong end of a steel-toed boot today. This is one of those performances we simply don't see from the men of Troy. Embarrassing. They're trailing by 14 to Texas A&M. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Looking to take a shot. And it's caught inside the 20. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
You see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Flushed out of the pocket. Blasted as he lets it go. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Longhorns want to move quickly. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! Ready to try the point after. Right down the boulevard. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What is this?
Man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking for a man. It's Payne. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making it accurate.
Second down coming up. Now on the counter. Across the 25, he's got room. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every...
Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
You got to love that if you're on defense, because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. Another incompletion on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Going up top on first down. Looking to buy time. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
After the incompletion, they go back up top, moving away from pressure. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Michigan! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. He's looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Might be looking to run. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! The AT unit on the field. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Wake Forest is getting blitzed right now at home in front of that loyal fan base. Loyal, but my goodness, that's being tested today. They're trailing by 21 to Northwestern. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw, it's Payne. They're bringing heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit.
Number 19 in punt formation to kick it away.
Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll throw it on 1st down. On the run, still looking. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Trying to make magic with his feet. Still on his feet at the 45. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. All kinds of running room. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Texas. Lining up to add another. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we're tied up in the 3rd. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Fighting off the defender. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. He showed it all there. A little looseness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Motion from the offense. Looking downfield, it's Payne. Buys a little time. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. If you're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that, boom, we'll pull some guys and run a
touchdown Wolverines. They take the lead with the 6.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Texas offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively.
Hit the afterburners, kid. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're at Texas, you recruit at a high level. You usually get better dudes than you're playing against. Find those guys, let them make plays for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll pull it on the read. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Steps away. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again. And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerber or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Greasy, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Looking to pass, it's Payne. Scrambling away. He's going to run it. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses. You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. With that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
From the gun, the running back has it. Challenge. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Now, 4th down.
Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
And I tell you what, you see this a lot. 4th down, I'm putting pressure on the quarterback. The defense brings the blitz. They have no answer. Nice job being aggressive on a big 4th down.
They're working that left side. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
The give to the back. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
At the 36. 3rd down coming.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. The give out of the gun.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. He's got his man there to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter.
After 3, we're all tied up.
First down to start the drive after the bridge. Toss sweep to the left. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good game for this offense.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Moves away as he feels pressure. On the move, he fires. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game.
I get it. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. I need to go out and make a play offensively. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to be on the sideline now after that interception. As a quarterback, I'm like, please, defense, please go out there and bail me out. Give me another opportunity to go take the lead and win this ball game.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
All right, they showed this in the 1st half, right? Loaded up, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the 2nd half? Come back now, pull some guys, go the other direction, have success. Great job by the coaching staff.
That's caught. It's Bargava. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. I'm trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience, bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
And it's incomplete on third down.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball comes to rest right there. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time. Oh, he wants it all. He hauls it in and nobody's close. Touchdown, Texas! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Wake Forest is getting blitzed right now at home in front of that loyal fan base. Loyal, but my goodness, that's being tested today. They're trailing by 28 to Northwestern. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Here's the handoff. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Third down and 1, and this is why they call it a gut check. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. The give and tick, 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 tick. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Looking to the big tight end. Hauls it in. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. He'll keep it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Well, they go back to the option play, and now this is the second time, Paul, this QB has scored running this scheme offensively.
Yeah, and as a defense, you got to understand when you're playing the option, it's responsibility football. I got to stop my assignment. I can't get caught in somebody else's business. You can tell this defense not really ready for this quarterback run game. They better figure it out, or it's going to be a long game.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
He fires one deep down the right side. And he hauls it in at the 30. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Trying to get to him. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. That last completion sets him up on second down. To throw, it's Payne. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's right on target. And he'll be brought down. Great veteran presence in the pocket. He knew he was going to take a hit on that one. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. It's caught. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
No mystery there. 4th and inches. Hand it off. Keep the drive alive.
The Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And the defense drags him down. Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Sending the offense back onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Longhorns inside the final minute trying to protect the lead and the ball. Fast motion from the offense. try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same.
To the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! A great catch and run for 6. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Michigan 41.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Got his man on the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. Wants to throw. It's Payne. Steps away to find some room. Fires on the move. And it is flat. Missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got his man. At the 45, on his way. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires it. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Hit as he throws. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strikes 0. Ball game is over. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk blast, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
And it's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on the show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.